Hey guys, Vidhu here, back with my hybrid athlete program, phase 6 of Outlaw Tactical. Kicking off with the lower body day, where I'm prioritizing the squat and the deadlift. Now we have heavy and light days, and those are primarily, the light days are primarily for practicing the movements. Like you see, I'm doing a 60%, I'm using 60% weight on the squat and the deadlift and just performing reps, precisely around 20 to 25 total reps of 4 sets of 6, 4 sets of 7, and really just dialing in those movements, getting my body ready to lift heavier in the next week, focusing more on core exercises, a lot of running during this week. And you see, this exercise is primarily, the band is pulling me towards the attached end, and the weight is oscillating, and I have to keep my spine stable. Very good exercise for working on that anti-rotation and keeping the spine stiff. uh, Obviously some accessory movements to keep myself sane, and to build general strength. So I really like behind the back biceps. um, my upper body work is mostly, I've lightened the stimulus down. I'm using a lot of banded movements, just keeping the main movement bench press with the barbell. Rest is mostly band, mostly light stabilized body weight and dumbbell movements. Chin-ups have always been a staple in my routine, so really working on that 5 to 6 reps, 7 to 8 reps with added weight of 10 to 12 kilos. Some light shoulders, you see, just because my shoulders were beat down from the last phase of Murph, just keeping them light. And some triceps to support the bench press. These are rolling dumbbell extensions. I really didn't like them, they were bothering my elbows. Now you see, this is the alternate week heavy bench. So whenever I'm benching heavy and deadlifting heavy, the other day of bench press is lighter. Easily hitting around 130 kgs for a single on the 15-inch box, and hitting around 140-ish on the deadlift, trap bar deadlift. If you notice, I'm using the low handle, so I'm getting the full range of motion, really hitting the center of the bar. Another staple of my ab exercise is with the Swiss ball. We've talked about it in my previous videos. Some more biceps. The initial biceps were behind the back, these are front. Some light upper back work on the upper body day, which does not bother my nervous system, and I am still getting a very good stimulus on my upper back, my rear delts, with this black burns exercise on the incline bench. Now you see, this is the heavy bench day, hitting a heavy single at around 90 to 95%. I think roughly I'm using around 92 kilos here, and getting that grinding single in. Always trying to auto-regulate. If at all I'm feeling fatigued with runs, I don't go all out at 100%, and I keep maybe a rep in the tank. That way I keep myself sane, using a lot of banded movements, where I'm removing the eccentric, the negative portion, and that really helps me keep myself fresh. Another light squat day. Now this probably happened around week 4, and where a light squat day snapped something in my back. It was so bad that my SI joint started hurting, and it was so bad that even sleeping was a bit of a problem for the next 2 days. But I still managed to get the day done. During the day I was pretty warmed up, so it wasn't bothering me that much. But the run afterwards, the day after, it was it was difficult to maintain a speed of 7. It was so painful, but I was confident that I'm going to get back. but really found that courage to get those miles in for the runs, because the ultimate goal is the marathon in October. Some more repetitions on heavier weights with the chin ups. Chin ups are good when you have lower back pain. Some exercises really decompress the back, like the chin ups. Getting heavier with the shoulder movements, because you can't go heavier on the squat and the deadlift for the time being for 5 or week 5. Still managing some light squats, 30-40%, just getting those reps in, getting the glutes to fire. um, and then gradually going heavier around 75-80%, just to get a feel of it on week 5. And yeah, I was happy, but I've skipped squats for the time being. I have to recover well, I have to brace better, turn my core on before I can do the squats. An example of a tempo run that my coach is making me do, especially made me do the last phase, moving with low and high speeds. Whenever there is a pain in my patella, in my knee joint, I use this exercise known as the terminal knee extensions with the band. It's really helping build that armor across the knee, the VMO muscle, the teardrop muscle that you call it. It really covers the knee and fires up whenever there is a stress to the joint. Another heavy bench day. This was probably phase 6, and I was hoping to hit a PR of around maybe 100 kilos or 100 plus, but I figured that because of a lot of running, I have to settle for 97, which I'm happy, because if you see that this is a true 1 rep max, and 97 is actually a phase PR. It's actually a 3-year PR for me. Some more banded work just to get the blood flow in the shoulders, get that rear delts, medial delts work. And this is one of my favorite exercises for the triceps and the chest, the banded dips. Because of the band tension on the top, you get a good contraction of the triceps, and because of the band looped around your neck, your range of motion is safer for the shoulders. Nearly towards the end of phase 6, I was averaging around 50 kilometers, 50 plus, on my weekly runs, and which was quite nice. I was happy. I had maybe one more PR day left before I would run the 30K Mysore marathon. And you see, hitting 156 kilos on the trap bar pull. Really happy with the progress. Phase PR, intending to hit around 170ish, 165, but 156 was the PR for the day. Now this was my last Sunday's Mysore marathon. Happy with the progress, hitting under sub 2 hours half marathon and sub 3 hour 30K. Really happy, and big thanks to my coach Manoj Rane for that. Another 3 weeks and we would be running the Bangalore Marathon 42.2. So thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned with the updates. Be the outlaw.